All right, what is up, everyone? I'm currently inside the Mustang. As you can tell by the title, this video is me surprising my parents with one. It's something I wanted to do for a while now, and they've talked about driving and having a Mustang pretty much as long as I can remember. Got a nice black leather interior, but there's a bit of a backstory behind this. It's not just buying one and giving it to them as a surprise, because as you can see, this isn't exactly a regular Mustang. So I'm currently in college right now, so I only work part-time because I need some time for school and classes and homework and everything. So I don't have a whole lot of money. So my parents have been helping me a lot lately with that, and to show them my appreciation, I'm doing this to surprise them and hoping that it goes pretty well. I got this Mustang from Copart. It was wrecked. This is part of the damage. The other damage, it was the front bumper cover and the headlight and stuff, which I will put before pictures in probably right here. Because I forgot to get that on video first. So I'm going to show that. And then once I'm done talking in here, I'm inside right now because it's pretty windy outside. So I wanted to make sure you guys are able to hear me. But when I get out, I'll show you what it looks like now. I still need to get a lower grill. But today we're taking it to get this airbag fixed. And he's also putting in a new condenser because that got ruined in the wreck. But after that, it should be pretty much done. Then I'll have to take it to get the enhanced inspection. As long as that goes well, I'll get the title, get the oil changed, and then it'll be ready. And I'm going to give it to them on my dad's birthday as like a surprise, hoping that goes pretty well. Hoping today goes well, that we just drop it off. He changes it out and we pick it up. He said if it goes well, it should be drop off and pick it up the same day. So I'm hoping that is what happens. Yesterday, I just changed out the spark plugs myself, and they actually showed up while I was doing that. So I played it off as it's my neighbor's car and I was working on it for him, just to get some experience and everything, but it is theirs. And the ironic thing is, as soon as my dad saw it, he said, "Oh, you bought me a birthday gift," like joking around. But he was right. He doesn't know that yet. He was right. But yeah, that's kind of the story behind this. Like I said, gonna go get this fixed pretty much right now. And then I will detail the interior after that. It's pretty nice inside. Just needs a little cleaning. And I'll clean the outside again, hose everything down, wash it off. But I'm hoping it goes well. I'm not sure how much I'm going to record when I actually like hand them the key and stuff, because that's kind of like a private moment. But I'll try to record a little bit, and then I'll show like their reaction and stuff if I can. But I still have a month to get this done, so I'm going to focus on it and hope it turns out well. All right, so it's a couple days later, but as you can see, I got this replaced. Finally have an actual steering wheel. I just put on this carbon fiber cover just because the wheel, it's pretty rough looking. So I put this on to cover it up, make it look a little bit nicer. But I finally have an actual airbag in there. So I just have to go get the code for it cleared and then take it to get the enhanced inspection. Then it also get an oil change. Then it'll be ready to go. Pretty excited. It's coming along nicely, and I'm hoping it continues to go well. So I'm pretty sure earlier I mentioned the steering wheel cover that I just had on there. The reason I did that was because, as you can see, this wheel looks pretty bad. I'm not sure how well it's showing up in the camera, but this wheel is pretty dirty. Yeah, you can see right there, like how bad it is. So I was looking into it. I was watching car detailing videos, and I found out how to clean that. So this is the part I've been cleaning, and as you can see, there's a huge difference already. I've just been taking this toothbrush, cleaning the whole steering wheel. Like I said, I've only gotten this part done so far, but you can see a huge difference. So I'm gonna go around and get the rest of the wheel. And I guess I'll let the steering wheel cover be up to him, since the wheel's gonna look fine. I won't really need it. But yeah, this clearly makes a huge difference. I'm pretty happy about that, so I'm gonna go around and get the rest of the wheel. So this is the end result. Looks much better now. So now I think I'm going to turn my attention to this and probably get some of the dash as well with the time I have. But this could definitely use some cleaning. So I'm going to focus on this now. And I might put something here to replace this. I have some carbon fiber wrap, so I might put that here since this looks pretty bad. That should add to it, make it look a little bit nicer. So even with the new airbag, the airbag light is still on. And I read the codes. Turns out it's because of the seatbelt, which I did not know is a one-time use. There's a pre-tensioner, and once that's deployed, it's done. The airbag light is going to stay on. Plus this one looks pretty rough anyways. So I got a brand new one. I'm going to swap them out. I got to take this panel out to get to it. I'm going to swap them out. I have the battery disconnected. So once that's all done, I'll reconnect it, and hopefully that'll turn the airbag light off. And it'll also make it look a little nicer, because this one's beat up and dirty. So I'm going to put the new one in and hope that that works. So I just about have the old one completely out. I'm just at the last part, which is getting this clip out. Looks like this. I have an example, but this little black clip goes in the middle of it, as you can see. I need to pry that piece out and then plug this into the new one, which is going to be the hardest part to do it without messing anything up. Once I get that done, I should be able to put it all back together. So just my luck, it is a T50 bolt for this part down here to get the bottom of the seatbelt out. That's literally the last thing I have left. I got the clip out pretty easily, but to get the bottom out from the car, it's a T50 bolt, and I only have T45 and T55 bits, so it's right in the middle. Of course, that I don't have, so I have to make a quick run to Harbor Freight just to get one bit that I need to get that out, and then put it back in. I should be good, and then I'm taking this stuff back because I'm not going to need it again. But yeah, so now the back seats are out and the door won't shut because of the trim panel, so I gotta hope nobody breaks in or anything while I run to the store. All right, I'm back. I had to buy a whole new set just for this one bit right here, but as you can see, the other bit was starting to strip it, so I didn't want to keep taking the risk and strip it completely to the point where now it's stuck in there and I'm really screwed. So I went and bought this whole thing just so I can use this one. As long as it works, I will get them swapped out and then take this back because I'm poor, so I'm going to need that money back. And I shouldn't have any problems now because this is the one I need. So hopefully that'll just fit right in there, get it out, and I can swap them out and then move on to the next part. That really important bit I needed that I went to the store and just bought is now somewhere in the car. I just heard it fall down and start rolling around. Yeah, so that's gone. Awesome. Well, at least I got this part in before I lost it. So here's the old seatbelt. Got the new one in. So what I'm going to do now, put the car back together, get this area cleaned up, reconnect the battery, and hope that worked, and we will find out. So I'm a little annoyed because one they gave me is a little bit messed up. This piece should go on the other side of here. That way it would go more smoothly, but it doesn't. As you can see over there, how it's supposed to go. So I thought the only way to fix that would be to take this long ass bolt out and get this to the other side, but it turns out for some reason this does not come out. I tried holding this part still and getting this out, and it just doesn't come out. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but as far as I know, there's no way for me to fix this now, which I'm not very happy about. But as long as it works and takes the airbag light off, I guess you just have to play with it a little bit. All right, I've reconnected the battery. Time for the moment of truth. It's off. It worked. And it's back on. All right. I don't know what to do now, so that probably just added more money. So I tried driving it around a little bit to see if the light would reset and see what I could figure out. And I think there is something wrong with the seatbelt they gave me, because when I was driving, I undid my seatbelt to see if that worked, and it did not. The light didn't come on, it didn't start beeping at me or anything. So there's something wrong with the one that they gave me, because now it's not coming up when the seatbelt that was in before did. So I studied the old one for a little bit, and I realized there is a way I can fix this, which is good because it bugs me, but it sucks because that means I have to redo literally everything that I just did. So I have to take the car back apart, get this back out, just to flip it over and put it all back again. So I at least got that part figured out, but I still don't know what to do about the whole airbag light thing. Well, I already recorded this part and then realized it stopped recording for some reason, but I got this working much better. I twisted around. It was a huge pain because, like I said, I had to undo everything and redo it, but it only took me like 15 minutes this time since I knew what I was doing. But the airbag light is still on. It goes off when I turn the car on and then comes right back on a couple seconds later. But at least the no seatbelt light is on this time, which is good. So now I'm gonna drive it around again and see if it'll beep at me if I don't put my seatbelt on, which, never mind, the light just went off. All right, yeah, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna have to figure this out. It also says the door is open, and it's not, so that's good. So I have my seatbelt undone right now, and it is not showing me that. So now I have another problem to figure out. All right, it just started beeping at me again, and that light came back on, so that's a good sign, I guess. It's not beeping at me anymore. It was, but at least the light's on. So that's a good thing. I'm just not sure why. Okay, we're fine. I'm just not sure why the airbag light is still on. The module might need to be reset, unfortunately, which would mean I'd have to ship that out to somebody, have them reset it, and then wait for it to come back. It's currently March 11th, and I have to have this done by April 6th, so I'm definitely cutting it close and don't really want to wait on someone to do that, but I might have to. So while I brainstorm what the problem could be up here, I'm going to finish peeling this off. This is about as much as I could get with just my fingers, so I bought this to try to really get the rest of that off. And then what I'm going to do is wrap it in this stuff so it looks a lot better, because this was all peeling off. So I'm going to take this all off because I don't want there to be like a line in the carbon fiber where you can see the difference in height. So I'm going to finish peeling this off. I'm also going to use this to get like in there and in there, get that stuff cleaned out because that bugs me. Also, there's a bunch of pills or whatever these are from the previous owner, so I'm not sure what she was on, but there's a bunch of them all through the car that I got out. But they were, I promise they were in here when I got it. This is way more of a pain than I thought it would be. That took way longer than I thought it would, but I finally got all this off. As you can see, it's everywhere. So now I'm going to wrap it in the carbon fiber and then vacuum this up to get it looking good. And I'll show you that afterwards. So this is the result. Got the carbon fiber wrap on there. It doesn't look amazing, but I think it looks better than what it did. It's a nice little touch. I got in here vacuumed out and I cleaned up all the shavings and stuff, but yeah, I think it looks better now than what it did. So I'm pretty happy with it. I would do it to the steering wheel too, but I don't have enough wrap left, so it's just going to be that for now. I think it makes it look nicer. So now I just gotta get the airbag light figured out and then hopefully get this car done in time. So I got this code reader here, and if I can get it to focus, that is the only code left, which means the airbag light is still on. I was able to use this to check the seatbelt code that I was getting. I got it cleared, so I'd put the seatbelt in correctly, but this is the only code left. And unfortunately, this is one you can't get cleared unless you go somewhere and have them do it. And with today being Sunday, I can't really call anybody to see if they'll do it. So tomorrow I'm going to have to call around and figure out who can go in and clear this stuff out. Then it should be ready for inspection and should be good to go. But I have to get that done, then it'll be good.